an honour really to host the event today here at QPR. Zesh was, really supportive of all the community work we were doing during his time here as a player, and he really took his role seriously in terms of wanting to get involved on the local level.
To come back now, partner again with Andy and the Community Trust is a great feeling, because I always enjoyed going into the areas around here because it's so diverse, and the messages that the Rehman Foundation and the QPR Trust trying to put out there is in sync, so it makes sense to collaborate and work together and make a positive impact to these young guys that are here today.
I remember when Zesh was playing for QPR, actually, I met Zesh a few times to support some of the causes which QPR were delivering, and we've always, through the Premier League's work as well, we noticed the great work QPR have always done. Andy Evans, the big admirer of Zesh. So when we had the opportunity to work with two Premier League clubs, QPR was one of our first choices. The connection with Zesh, and obviously Chelsea as well. They do the Asian style, which is also great for the Asian community. And to be fair, the support so far from QPR has been second to none.
Well, the foundation came about because I used to, and still am, bombarded by kids across the board, not just Asian kids, parents, students, budding coaches, fans, about how they can get involved in football. So it was set up to give something back to these guys, to encourage them to believe that they belong to the football industry, be it as a coach, a player, and the media, in the finance department, because there's such a wide range of opportunities available to them. So we're going to put them on that first step to becoming qualified and hopefully getting jobs within the football industry, and it will be even better to see them come back and work with QPR in some capacity in the future.
What I think you can see today, we could have doubled the room today as well. A lot of young people who wanted to come to the event as well, and I think that's the kind of projects we need, a grassroots project. Until we have more good qualified Asian coaches who can then develop provisions, you have to start somewhere as well. And to be fair, locally, regionally and nationally, we had a good press around the project.
I think the difference with Zesh is that he was always passionate about the community side of work that clubs do, and he's now translated that into his own foundation, and he at the moment he's based in Asia, still playing professionally, so it takes a little bit of coordination, finding the right gap in the year to get him back here so that we could launch the project today, and I think he's quite enjoyed being back here at QPR. It's brought some positive memories back for him.
People think that you cannot get into the game, and I heard it mentioned earlier on that unless you know someone, then you won't get in. Well, what we're trying to do is just open the doors and break down the barriers, and I suppose that's the biggest thing, is breaking down barriers, breaking down the perceptions that the generation has that there's no opportunities within football. It would just be this revolving circle, and everyone goes round in it. You get a job here, you get sacked from there, you go into there. Well, what we're trying to do is tell them that look, there's a number of opportunities within the game.
I was already involved with the foundation. I first joined as a participant for the social inclusion, and then I spoke with Riz. Riz asked me, do I want to be a coach? And honestly, at the start when Riz asked me, I wasn't too, up for it. Obviously, Riz told me to get more involved, and then as I started coaching, I just loved it, to be honest. I loved seeing little kids, making sure that they have fun, developing them to be footballers. So it was just the best feeling ever.
You know what? Over the last 3 years, it's been a bit like a trial period for us. We've dipped our arms in so many different seeds of work, but we're now going back to our main focus, which is, as that's not in the first place, to see more Asian representation. So for us now, moving forward, it is working at the grassroots, working with community trusts like QPR, who have a track record in the field. So to be working with them, it's a great honour and pleasure as well. So that's what moving forward is going to be our focus.
It's been great. I've still been in touch with Andy, even though not as much since I've been away out the country. But him and his team are doing a great job, and they're making the community really feel part of this club, which has a lot of history, a lot of tradition, and it's a club which I want to continue to work with in the long term.